Right, so while you might not have that political experience, you've got that real life experience and
Absolutely.
a wide range of it.
Absolutely, from really starting out at the shop on the shop floor, really as a council labourer, and then working for companies, having to really work hard to achieve what I've got. Obviously, getting into the Parachute Regiment was probably the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. They have a thing called P Company, which is the Parachute Regiment Selection Company, and I would say it's actually harder than SAS selection.
Right.
And so I think it's been a real, it's very, very formative.
And why did you pick the Senior United Party? I mean, is it because you're just not happy with both sides of politics at the moment?
Well, two reasons. One is that, first of all, yes, I'm very unhappy with what has happened over the last 10 years. I think there's been a complete failure of leadership, and there's been complete mismanagement of public funds and the major infrastructure projects that have been undertaken across the country. I am a disaffected, disappointed, disillusioned former member of the Liberal Party. I was only a member for a short time, and the reason I looked at the Seniors United Party, I wanted to get involved. I decided that I couldn't sit back and watch what was happening to Australia unfold in front of me without actually trying to do something about it and without fighting. And the Seniors United Party attracted me because it's a party that was started by seniors because of seniors' issues that weren't being addressed by the government. But the thing that really attracted me it's not a single issue party, it's not a single interest party. And the line was, we want to leave a better Australia for those coming after us. And none of the major parties are thinking about the generations coming after us. They talk about it, they pay lip service to it, but they're not actually doing anything. And the evidence for that is the $510 billion worth of debt that has been inflicted on us in 10 years by both Labor and the Coalition. And none of them are talking about it. And by the time that actually bites and has a dreadful impact on Australia and Australians, my generation, I'll probably be dead, but I have a 30-year-old daughter now, a 28-year-old son. I don't have any grandchildren, but probably everybody under the age of 50, under the age of 55 today is going to be affected and will feel the impact of that. And the politicians who've given that to us will be long gone with their huge superannuation and parliamentary pensions. They will be working in their post-parliamentary jobs, and it will be the Australians, the people who will be suffering. And so that was my reason for wanting to come into the Seniors United Party. The other interesting thing is that we really are the broad church that the Liberal Party used to be and is no longer. I've been described as a conservative, and I am. The chairman of the party is a former lifelong member of the Labor Party, and then there are former Democrats and Liberal Democrats and so on. So there really is a broad mix. We all get on, we respect each other, and we are trying to work for the betterment of Australia.